My name is Sokodel, and I will demonstrate my Excel practical using real life scenario. My scenario is about tracking daily sales in my small daily shop. The data set includes date of sale, item, units sold, amount, and others. This is my data set I prepared before recording. As required, you can see columns of date, item, category, and others. Thereafter, I applied the cell formatting. First, I bolded my headings. As you can see, the headings are bolded and I put in blue colors. Next, I converted the data into a table using the home, then format, and I formatted it as tables, and you can see my good is all surrounded by tables. I also formatted the level, the amounts column, and added it to decimal points. Then I carried out data validation. I added a drop-down list to my payment method column. As you can see here, you can select either cash, mobile money, or credit. After I removed the duplicates, first I selected the whole table. After selecting the whole table, like I'm going to show you, press Ctrl A and selected the whole table. Then I went to the data tab and clicked remove duplicates. As you can see, Excel, and I pressed OK, and Excel checked and so that there were no duplicates. Then I pressed OK. For the functions and formulas, I went down to calculate the sum, the total of the units sold and amount, and to calculate the total I used the sum function equals sum. As you can see in the function, bar equals sum and the two brackets D2 to D26, and I was able to get all these. Same to the average, I used the function, the average function, average equals D2 to D26, and I was able to get the average. For the maximum, as you can also see, for the highest units sold, I also went on to say equals max from D2, this is D2 to up to D26. Then I closed the brackets and I was able to get the highest value, and if you look closely, the highest value was 7, and also the lowest I also used the same formula, but this time I equated it to equals minimum, then into brackets D2 to D26. I did the same in the amounts column. For the if function, I went on to create a column for the sales status, whereby I wanted to identify which sales were high and which were low. And this I did. To do this formula, I equated it to if into brackets, and I first selected the first in the amounts column. I selected the E2. When E2 is greater than 250, and said the amounts will be high, and if it is less than, it will be low. And thereby I was able to get the status C for myself, whereby each amount which was above 250,000 was given as I, and the one below 205,000 was recorded as 0. Uh, and for the count, if I went on to get the number of I cells and the number of raw cells, and this thereby used count if into brackets, and I selected from git 2 to git 26. Then I said I and closed the brackets, thereby they gave me the number of I cells. I did the same to get the number of raw cells. I pressed equals count if git 2 to git 26 and raw, thereby I was given the number of raw cells, and they were 16. For the sum, if I to get the total I cells, I pressed equals sum if and selected from git 2 to git 26, then put I, comma, then from e2 to e26, and I was able to get the total I cells. I did the same on the total cells. And for the VLOOKUP, I created the lookup field, and I selected the item airtime. The item was airtime, and I wanted to find it. I thought to find in which category will it be. So I pressed the VLOOKUP formula equals VLOOKUP into brackets h20 field the airtime, then comma, and I selected the lookup column, which was the item service column, that is from B2 to B26. Then I pressed comma, then put follows, then close brackets. So they were able to show me in which category airtime is. For the sorting, I came to the items stock service column. I highlighted it like this. Sorry. I highlighted it. First, I highlighted it, and after highlighting, I sorted from A to Z, and as you can see, A is the first, then come here to E, then M, then to S. I was able to sort it. For the filtering, I clicked the filter button, and the filter button is in the filter button. I also clicked in the items column and filtered, and then I created the charts. I created two charts, as you can see, the one for units sold, and it is displayed there. I first highlighted the units sold and went into insert, and went to buy. I inserted it. As you can see, it is displayed here, and this helps me see which items which units were sold better, the number of units sold, and then I created another bar chart for the amount, and as you can see, the highest amount as the highest bar, then the lowest as the smallest bar, as you can see. Then I went on to create the pivotal table. I inserted a pivotal table, To summarize the total revenue, as you can see, my pivotal table to analyze the units sold. Therefore, the pivotal table for the units sold were 171.2. This completes my Excel demonstration, and thank you for watching.